Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be mixed signals from women. Well, along your journey of life, you're going to encounter along the way, whether you ride the same bus every day or the same subway every day if you live like in a big city, or you go to the same office building every day, or you happen to work with a particular person. What's going to happen is if you see somebody that you see a girl you like, and you just happen to ride the same train every day or the same subway or the same bus, or you see her at the same office building all the time, I mean, eventually you're going to end up chatting and talking and getting to know each other. And say you find out right away that she has a boyfriend, so she's unavailable. But yet you continue running into her, and you obviously have chemistry with her, and you talk to her and you chat with her, and it seems that she's interested in you. So how do you deal with that situation? How do you handle it and approach it in a way, because you're going to see her every day, and you're not going to go change in your routine, especially if you're going to get to work the same time every day like her. I mean, you're going to run into each other. And so what's hard about that is if you're not practicing your skills with other women, and you see this really great girl you talk to all the time, but she's unavailable, she has a boyfriend. And so in the back of your mind, you're always going to be thinking about her, and so it's going to be very tough to force yourself to focus on meeting and dating other women, because at the end of the day, she's unavailable because the girl's got a boyfriend. But you're going to see her all the time, and so there's some things that you can do. And I got an email here from a guy who's in that very situation. He sees a girl, not all the time, but quite often he sees her on the train, and they've become friendly, but she's got a boyfriend. And so he's wondering what he should say and how he should go about it. So he says, "Dear Coach Corey Wayne, long story short, I met this girl on the train who has been giving me the green light. But after I got her number, it has been mixed signals ever since." And I would say partly it's because every guy that's starting out with this stuff, he projects his high interest level onto the other woman and assumes that she feels the same way. But the thing you got to remember is that she has a boyfriend. And also that women will become friendly to somebody that they see and may exchange contact numbers, especially if you're kind of just taking the friends only approach, because that's really all you can be. I mean, you really shouldn't be trying to hook up with chicks that have boyfriends, because at the end of the day, say she does hook up with you when she has a boyfriend. And what 99.9% of the guys think that, if I get her to dump her boyfriend or cheat on her boyfriend with me, she'd never do that to me, and she'd be a great girl. And I get her because I'm better than the guy that she's with. And guys think like that. I thought like that when I was young and didn't know any better. But when you get women in those situations to cheat on their boyfriend or to start screwing around with you and she hasn't left him, what you realize is when things aren't going well in your relationship, that she'll be doing the same thing with you with some other guy, because that's just how she operates. And that's why it's never a good way to try to steal, or I mean, how would you feel if some dude's trying to rip off your chick? I mean, you wouldn't like it. So it's just a bad way to go. She told me, "Yes, of course, friends is fine as I am talking to someone, so friends it is." And I would say that's her saying that, hey, we're friends only, I have a boyfriend. And just because she'll talk to you and be friendly and exchange contact numbers, it doesn't mean that she's going to cheat on you with her boyfriend. But hey, she sees no problem being friends with you and talking and chatting with you when you see each other on the train. And at the end of the day, if she really does like you and she has some interest in you because you've already exchanged contact information and you got her number and stuff, that if she breaks up with him and she really feels like you had a connection and she likes you, she'll let you know. She'll either tell you when you're riding on the train together, or she'll send you an email, or she'll send you a text in some way, hoping that you'll take advantage of that opportunity. However, we see each other on the train, and she would look at me when I am not looking. When I catch her looking, she would smile at me. Another thing is, when I sit at the end of the train where she sits, she would stay there until I leave the train. When I sit at the other end of the train, she would come to where I would sit. She would initiate the conversation and try to keep it going. Plus, she would at least pretend to have things in common with me, at least the way I feel about it. She told me she has never been to such and such a place when I tell her I am going to such and such place. I would like to ask her out, but the talking to someone barrier has stopped me from doing so. And I would say, she's got a boyfriend. She's unavailable. There's no reason to ask her out. And I mean, at the end of the day, women know that if you're talking to them, you like them. Especially when you've already asked her for the phone number and the information, her contact info. I mean, she knows. She gets it. She knows that you like her. And so you don't need to make it obvious, but at the end of the day, you should be respectful of the fact that she's got a boyfriend and just say, hey, I can be friendly with her and I can flirt with her and I can joke and I can tease and banter with her when I do see her on the train. And the simple thing you say, hey, give me a call if it doesn't work out. Shoot me a text if it doesn't work out. Shoot me an email if it doesn't work out. That's all you got to say. One time, and you don't need to continually bring it up. Because if she likes you, she'll let you know eventually that she's single. I was going to ask her out and do the takeaway as you describe in your book. I was going to tell her in person, listen, I know you are seeing someone and I hope you two stay together if that's what you want, but just so you know, when you become single, I'd love to take you out. I care about your happiness. I just want you to be happy. You have my contact info. Contact me either by texting, calling, or emailing me when you become single. From there, I will leave it up to her to contact me and not contact her at all until she does first. I barely see her on the train now. I was thinking about telling her this by writing an email to her instead. Would it be okay if I told her that in an email? And like I said, she already knows that you like her and you're into her, and you said she's already got your contact information, so if she ever becomes single, she'll get in touch with you. And if you haven't said that specifically to her, when you see her on the train next time, mention that. If you feel so compelled to. Just say, hey, well, if it doesn't work out, give me a call. I'd love to meet up and have a drink with you sometime. Something that's simple as that. That's all you need to say, and say it one time. But the other thing is, you mentioned the takeaway. Doing the takeaway as I describe in my book. And the takeaway is strictly used when you're trying to set a definite date with a woman. And she's saying, oh, I got to call you back, or I'm not sure about my schedule. Because a woman that has high interest in you is going to make definite plans. But if she's unwilling or she says, I got to call you back or whatever, then what you want to do is you want to find out, are you really interested in seeing me, or are you just trying to get rid of me, basically? And so by asking when she says something like that, and then you do the takeaway, what you actually say is, well, why don't we just do it another time when your schedule's more definite or your schedule's more open? And then you're silent and you wait for her to respond, because if she really likes you, she'll say, no, I definitely want to see you, but I'm just not sure of my schedule. And you just say, well, give me a call, but call me when you know you got something definite. Because a guy who's successful with women doesn't make definite maybe dates, or dates that are kind of up in the air, or leave his Friday or Saturday night open, waiting for this girl to maybe or maybe not call him back on a Friday. He ain't gonna do that. He'll just say, well, just call me next week or something when your schedule's more open, and we'll set something up then. Because if she really wants to see you, she'll back up and she'll go, no, let's do something. I definitely want to see you. And she'll make it clear. But if she doesn't, she'll just go, when you say, let's do it another time, she'll just go, okay, yeah, let's just do it another time. And then you know she doesn't really care. And so in that particular case, I'd wait a couple weeks and then call her back. But in this particular case that you're bringing up with the thing about the train, it doesn't apply in this situation. That tells me you don't know the book well enough. And the whole idea is that you got to read the book at least 10 to 15 times to get it. And when you don't know it, like I can tell you don't know the material, you're going to be making all kinds of unnecessary mistakes. You're going to be blowing really good chances that you have with women. So you need to get busy reading my book. And the purpose of these video emails and the articles is to help you in applying the concepts that I teach in my book. So if you find this message of value, you can show your appreciation by going down to the Wibbia toolbar, which is at the bottom of your screen if you're watching this video on my website, and click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information in this video. At the very least, please share this page with all your friends and family by clicking any one of the social network sharing buttons, which are also located in the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen. And if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs maximum detailing your situation, your questions, or your challenges. And just give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of email from my paying phone coaching customers, and I obviously got to focus on their emails first. But be patient and I will get back to you. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session by clicking on the Products tab at the top of your screen and just follow the instructions. And I will talk to you soon.